Well, good morning. I'm thinking it's evening. Good morning, everyone. My name is Rebecca Haddix from sunny Valley Springs, California, and I'd like to welcome you today to our Reliv Business Success Training. I'm so excited to be on with you all today. Oops. What happened?
Your screen doesn't look like it's being shared.
Okay, mine turned off. I don't know what happened. Now, see, it never fails. Technology glitches.
Yeah, that's all right.
Okay, let's try this again.
Did you want your camera on? Oh, there you go. Okay, great. Okay.
There I am. Okay.
Okay, good.
Oh, thank you, everyone. Well, at least it happened first in the beginning and not in the middle. So again, I'm Rebecca Haddix out in Valley Springs, California, and just really glad to be on with you all today. And I'll share a little bit about myself and then we'll get started in the training. But my background is in fitness and management. And I had gone back to school for an MBA. I ended up at Starbucks as a store manager, and that was not my dream job. I was burned out. I was looking for something I could do from home that would actually make a difference in people's lives. And my son, Mike, had been diagnosed very young with ADHD, anxiety, depression, then bipolar as a teenager. And he was bright, but he really struggled in school. And we were on that roller coaster of medications, always looking for something he could tolerate that would actually help him. And I did not know what to do as a mom. We had kind of hit the wall and didn't know where to turn. So he came to me as a young man and he said, "Mom, I've been drinking this stuff. You need to look at it. I feel normal for the first time in my life." And I got to tell you, that got my attention. I was intrigued and I got started right away. And for me, it was complete relief from all my menopause symptoms, hot flashes, night sweats, brain fog, and I avoided hormone replacement therapy. And I'll tell you what, hot flashes when you're working the bar at Starbucks is not cool. That's not the look I wanted people to see. So I was really grateful that I was able to get that under control. But the best part of the story is my son. He has been medication free for a decade. He has a successful career. He's a great dad to my grandkids. Everything I had hoped and prayed for him has come to pass. I'm so very grateful. So I was pretty excited about what I'd found. So I reached out to my brother, very busy OBGYN, and boy, was he skeptical. But he finally got started. And today he says Reliv saved his practice. His hands were so bad after a day of surgery that he was actually facing disability and in early kidney failure from taking so much ibuprofen. So it was a real problem for him. And today he's busier than ever and healthier than ever. And together we have helped hundreds of his patients with this amazing nutrition for all kinds of issues, just better nutrition on through the whole myriad of issues that women experience. So I was pretty excited and I wanted to get started. I knew I didn't want to go back into a corporate job. I knew that. So I made the commitment to myself to follow my mentor's guidance. We put together a business plan. I got to work. I started to take action. And I've just stayed focused on building my network. I want to create opportunity for others. And my highest month's earnings in Reliv has been over $5,000. And I've actually earned one of those amazing bonuses, second in the nation in volume, and the bonuses were $2,500. And I never got that kind of bonus from any corporate job I ever had. So this has been pretty fun. So I just continue to work very closely with my team. I want to pay it forward. I like helping more people to learn how fun it can be to work from home without a boss, earn great income, and it's all willable, which was a huge deal for me. Reliv has been a huge blessing in our lives, and I'll never stop consuming the products because of the health results, of course, but I'll never stop paying it forward, helping others too with their finances as well, which is what we're going to talk about a little bit today, is the whole business of Reliv. So I want to welcome you to your Reliv business and congratulations on making a great decision to be a part of this amazing company. So the products really are the key. We are product driven, and Reliv makes advanced nutrition simple. And we just use the company materials and the expertise. There's so many tools that have been given to us by the company, and we keep it simple for new people to get started. Listen to their needs. And while you're doing this, you're going to build your own story and getting your own great results. So I love what we say, move more, eat smarter, enjoy your Reliv, and get fit. And part of the draw for me to Reliv was the science. I knew that if I was going to invest my time and my money in a company and really give it everything, I wanted to make sure that whatever products I found were backed by science. And I found that with Reliv. We currently have 10 US patents, which makes us very unique on the formulations, and multiple independent studies. In fact, you can read the studies on a lot of the different products that, and really share that with people that want to know about the science. It's out there. Don't prescribe. We are not physicians. We're not doctors. Never be the scientists, because we're not. And please avoid overselling. Get people started with a simple program. They're going to get great results, do great follow-up, and they're going to want to learn more and maybe add some products to their program. So this is so exciting. When we got into the hemp line, I'm really excited about this. Hemp is very big right now. And the RLV Protect is our newest product. And oh boy, is this exciting, and made with patented technologies again. And we've been able to merge 3 cutting-edge health technologies into one product, all under the tongue as a tincture, crosses the blood-brain barrier very quickly. But what we've got is the cellular health through the nutritional epigenetics with the Lunar HX, which is Lunacin, which is the most studied bioactive peptide in health sciences today. And it's the first food that has been identified to promote cellular health through a novel epigenetic mechanism of action. And boy, that's a mouthful, but that is so true. And then we have the other side of it is the endocannabinoid system, which is your CBD, your broad spectrum hemp extract. So that's exciting. And it gets to the body's endocannabinoid system to provide immediate health benefits and immune support. And then last is the nanotechnology. I know Dr. Galvez, our chief science advisor, worked on this for at least 2 years to get the particle size of the products so small that it improves the bioavailability and rapid absorption. And we're hearing some amazing, amazing feedback from folks that have had some awesome results with this wonderful product. So the process of Reliv, of course, is to develop your Reliv story. What happened for you? And how did this impact your life? And that's going to be part of your business. IXAR, which is our free training available to everybody in Reliv on our reliv.com website. The success starts here. It's a simple plan. I encourage everyone to get online and go through the videos and take advantage of this, because it will really give you a really good foundation in the business. Learn the compensation plan. This is so important. You can't tell people about a business if you can't tell them how they're going to earn income. You've got to understand it. And then begin to build your team. And you're going to use your team of support to build your team. So while you're developing your Reliv story, this is the key. In 1 minute or less, you keep it short, it's bullet points, don't have a lot of detail because people's eyes glaze over and they will lose interest. Share your name, where you live, what your career or profession is or was, life before you were introduced to Reliv, and of course your experience since being introduced to Reliv. So I am so delighted to introduce some special guest speakers today that are going to come on and share their health and business results with Reliv. I'm so excited. I was keeping it pretty much all in California, but I do have a special wonderful friend of mine that's going to share after Dr. Fisher, and she's not in California, but she's got an amazing story. But I'm going to open it up with Lauren Laird. Lauren, could you come on and share for us, please?
Yeah, I'd be happy to. Good morning, everyone. This is Lauren Laird. I'm here in Garden Grove, California, and I've been taking Reliv now for, goodness gracious, 13 years, something like that. And actually, it was Robert who introduced the two of us to Reliv through his parents, and they got phenomenal health results, and he got excited about a business. And so I thought, sure, what the heck, I'll take your stuff. And, I realized I wasn't as healthy as I thought I was in my 20s, and notice more energy, stronger immune system. It's just been a blessing. I work at Disneyland and put my body through a whole lot on a daily basis. And I always need a lot of energy for, making people smile and running around. So Reliv has always been my go-to for that. And I'm just ever so thankful.
And I'm Robert, and as Lauren mentioned, I saw my parents get some pretty phenomenal health results and figured this could be something to help other people too, because if it worked for them, it worked for everybody else. And really, I started taking the products because of the business. I wanted to have the integrity of the business, and I also thought it was healthy, so this was going to be a preventative thing that would help in the future. But what I discovered is I immediately started sleeping better, and as time went by, especially as spring came along, I wasn't dealing with the runny nose, itchy eyes, all that fun stuff that came with having a garden in the backyard that actually we now have and we love to be in. I also discovered I had an old soccer injury where I got kicked in the back of the knee, kicked my kneecap out. Wasn't so good, and it hurt pretty good whenever it would rain or be cold or I go into air conditioning. And I'll never forget running up the stairs behind our church one day while it was rainy and cold and my knee didn't hurt. And that was just one of the coolest things ever. And it's now 10 years later and it still doesn't bother. It's over 10 years later. It still doesn't bother me. So absolutely have loved what the products have done for us and didn't expect to have those wonderful benefits, but the business has been incredible as well. I was so excited about what happened with my parents that I jumped in at the top profit level, went to Disneyland that next day and discovered that I walked away with $50 profit just because my excitement was caught by somebody else there. And we've gotten paid now every month since then. Now they do it weekly, which is even cooler. But I love it because we get to do it in the cracks of our lives. We both work full-time jobs. And we get paid to help people have better lives. And that's been a great thing. And through the course of that, we've gotten to go on a couple of trips. We've earned cash bonuses, which I've never earned before in my professional life. And we've had a blast with that. And then we've also gotten to help kids around the world with the Cloguris Foundation, actually go get to see them as well, which has been incredible. We've made as much as $4,000 in a calendar month. And we absolutely love what we get paid to do with Reliv and the life and the people that we get to do it with. So we'll always be sharing.
Oh, thank you, Robert and Lauren, so much for getting up early, crack of dawn in California. So appreciate you too. And now I'd like to bring on my good friend, Ivy Fisher, who's a doc here in California. Thanks, Ivy.
Welcome, and good morning. I'm Dr. Ivy, and I am from Northern California, and I've been practicing pediatrics for 43 years, loving every minute of it. I have a little special interest in behavioral disturbances, so I treat a lot of kids and have over the years with ADHD and autism. At about 15 years ago, going on 15 in November, I started Reliv, my journey, and at that time I was pretty sick. I had gained a lot of weight, over 240 pounds, 35 pounds, and was very sluggish, very, very fatigued, lying down in a gurney, a pediatric gurney, rather than eating my lunch just to get through the day. And I couldn't lose weight. It was really hard. And I realized that I probably had diabetes because I had had diabetes in pregnancies. And I knew I was at risk. Well, here it was that one day I had a blood pressure of 200 and was sent home. And over 2 years that I didn't know about Reliv, I was on 10 medications and insulin to get the job done. And it did help, but I still was pretty sick. So I ran into a friend, Norma, who was wonderful, and I'd known her for over 30 years. Our kids are the same ages. And she had gotten great results with fibromyalgia, and she shared this with me in my kitchen, making me a shake. And I took that shake religiously 2 times a day for at least 2 or 3 weeks, and then it went up to 3. And boy, lesions on my hands and feet that always were paper cuts going into wounds stopped doing that. I didn't have Pseudomonas bacteria in my right knee where I had ACL. I started to feel more energy, more productivity in my day, and sleeping like a puppy at night, waking up refreshed. And I was impressed. So I continued my journey. And at 3 months, my cholesterol sugars went down. My blood pressure went down from 200 to 110. And by 22 months, that was the glorious time when I could actually come off over time with my doctor. Don't do this alone. But I came off 10 medications and insulin. And boy, I stayed on this product. I heard lots of stories, which encouraged me. And about 4 years in, I did get uterine cancer. And that all got resolved with taking 6 shakes a day for 6 months. So I am now 12 years cancer-free, and I'm adenocarcinoma is nowhere to be found. And I had a BRCA1 pre-genetic mutation for that. My mother passed that gene, so I had a 90% risk. So even though that risk doesn't go away, this great biofuel is keeping me healthy. The other thing is that I did start a business because, you know, you can't leave this to yourself. You know so many people and you want to help. So I put 9 people on the product the first month or 2. My maximum.
No, I've seen it before, but
My maximum income was 11,500. And so I've had that, and I'm now rebuilding, if you will, my business after many years of doing other things. So I'm starting to share again with other people with a new mentorship team, and I'm very excited about what the potential could be, because I went to Haiti like Robert. I did that in March of 17. I want to earn enough money to help those kids in my retirement plan. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Ivy, so much for getting up at the crack of dawn again and sharing for us. So appreciate you. And now I have my surprise guest. Little did she know she was going to be coming on today, but it's my dear friend, Eileen Tesh from out in Michigan. Thanks, Eileen, for sharing for us.
My pleasure, my pleasure. Good morning, everyone. My name is Eileen Tesh, and my husband and I live here in Algonac, Michigan, which is on the far eastern shore, right next to Canada. And 15 years ago, we learned about Reliv. I was a very busy attorney. My husband had been practicing veterinary medicine over 45 years, and it had taken a horrible toll on his body, his knees, his carpal tunnel. He had severe sleep apnea, which just added to the problems, and allergies. And he was taking a handful of vitamins. But he saw the results that I got on these products. I quit smoking, I lost weight, my depression disappeared, my skin cleared up. So he agreed to do it for a month. He would try it, you know, being these doctors, as you said, very skeptical. And the people we were working with, and that's one thing I love about this company, is the support and the mentoring, because we didn't know anything, and the person that introduced us didn't know anything, didn't know a lot, and how to help my husband get fast results. So they did recommend that he start with 3 shakes a day, the Mighty 3. And by the end of the month, he had canceled his carpal tunnel surgery. The pain subsided significantly in his knees. He went on to add a few other products. And to this day, he has never had knee replacement surgery, and that is huge. He stopped snoring, and most importantly, because it really opened his eyes to the power of these products, this nutrition, he started recommending it in his practice for the pet owners and their fur babies, and saw great results with arthritis, anxiety, allergies, even cancerous tumors. So we decided to just take a closer look, mostly to get the best value for our products, get a bulk order. But when I heard these stories, particularly about children, I was a divorce attorney dealing a lot with family issues, and saw all these children suffering. And I heard that, you know, from these stories that many were getting off their medication. They were thriving, and it just changed the family dynamics. And that's really when it went from my head to my heart. I didn't know what I was going to do here. This was so out of our comfort zone, so out of our training. And I mean, we were already in our 50s and 60s. So it was really a stretch for us. But I knew that this was a gift, and that I had to at least do what I could to share with these families what we had found. And a business was born in 3 years, part-time, around my very busy schedule. Because of the training and support, I was able to resign from the law firm and come home and do this full-time. And my husband has since sold his hospital, and we work together. And it's really, you know, the money's great, and we've earned these beautiful, beautiful trips. It's terrible now because my husband won't travel unless Reliv's paying for it, and we're going with Reliv people. But the income, you know, it wasn't about the money. It was about just helping people, and that's the greatest gift of all is that this has given me passion and purpose back in my life. And I'm just honored to represent this company.
Thank you, Eileen, so much for sharing with us today at the last second. And
Oh, don't worry.
And I want to, again, give a special shout out to all my guests this morning that took some time out of their busy day to share their hope, their inspiration, and what happened for them with all of you. So let's talk about the business of Reliv. Growth is both business and personal, and that comes from being in a constant state of learning. And again, I want to let everyone know about the IXR training, which is on the reliv.com website, and it is a very important, especially for new people, to take advantage of the free training that is offered. So go online and go through those videos and take advantage of the training. So here's some very exciting information. I just am so impressed with the incentives that Reliv offers us as we're out sharing the good word and helping people to get healthy and learn how to earn income. But I love this preferred customer situation now, where preferred customer can be on a monthly or quarterly auto ship. They'll get a wonderful 20% discount and free shipping. And boy, is that attractive to people. And I encourage everyone to help people get started with this simple program and begin to get great health results. And then the top 3 bonus, I talked about this briefly in my story. If you're one of the top 3 new volumes in a month, you can earn as much as $3,000 in an extra bonus, which is so exciting. Like I said, I never had a bonus like this from any of my corporate jobs, but even more exciting now is you can earn an extra $1,000 if your new volume exceeds 15,000 in volume in a calendar month. So it's increased by 1,000. So this is a wonderful bonus plan to help new people begin to earn right away, and to help those of us that have been around to stay excited and to keep talking to people. So promo 123 is a great way to build your business. Just take advantage of this and just work towards these different elements of the promo 123. The promo 1 is product credit, which is so fun. Just got $100 product credit last month, which was very cool. And that's bringing in 5 customers in a calendar month, or you can get $200 in product credit for 10 customers. And then we have the 3 quick starts bonus, which is $250. And you can repeat that over and over in a calendar month. And the same way with bringing in new master affiliates, $250 per new master affiliate each month. So take advantage of the bonuses and add to your income, and talk with your new people about this, because these are incentives to help new people, as I mentioned, to really get started fast. So the important calls this week, the Positively Charged Momentum Starter System, and you do want to take advantage of this. It can all be found on the Positively Charged Facebook page. So go and check it out. If you're not a member, ask to join, because as you'll see, just about every day of the week, there is an event, at least one event, that is brought to you by top people in the company to help you to move your business forward, to introduce new people, get you out of the middle, and help new people to learn about this amazing company. So Monday, 7:30 p.m., the Commit to Success training call. On Tuesday, 7:30 p.m., the Health to Wealth intro webinar. Wednesday at 10 a.m., the coffee chat. Thursday at 7:30 p.m., we have the short and sweet story call. And of course, Saturday morning at 9 a.m., we have this training every single week, week in and week out. And remember, these are all Central Time. So adjust for your time zone and take advantage of it. So to accomplish anything worth accomplishing, and to create success, to achieve your dreams, you don't have to do impossible, extraordinary, or superhuman things, but you do have to do something. You have to take action. And your philosophy is really important. The way you look at life is going to come through in your business. The only reliable, consistent way to control your attitudes, that controls your actions, which controls your results, is to control your thoughts. You are what you think about. So the source of your thoughts is your philosophy. It's the foundation upon which you build all aspects of your life, including your business. And there's nothing more fundamental or essential in your philosophy and your outlook on life. So who will you speak to today about Reliv? Be thinking about that, have your list in front of you, pick up the phone and start sharing the stories. So when I was asked to do this training, I was thinking about maybe something different that would add a little bit of different information. And one of my favorite authors is Eric Worre. And I read this book when I was brand new, and I've listened to his videos. I have the CD in my car, and I'm reading it again, and I realized, well, I'm just rereading this, so why not talk about this in training? And his book is GoPro, 7 Steps to Becoming a Network Marketing Professional, and I'm going to share a little bit of that information with you this morning. So I like what he says about this. Network marketing isn't perfect, it's just better. So when we think about what people don't want, when we're talking to people about what we can offer them, you're going to hear essentially the same things. They're tired of their boss. They don't want to commute. They're tired of the alarm clock. They don't want employees. They're not interested in the politics, no compromises, no discrimination, and no educational requirement, which is a big deal. So what people do want is, I think, if I wanted all of these things when I was looking at a home-based business. I wanted something positive. Eileen talked about purpose and the ability to help people. This was so important. Great product or service. Well, we know we've got that with Reliv, and unlimited income potential. It's huge, especially with the residual income. I wanted to enjoy the people I worked with, and I wanted to have time freedom so that I could work on my own terms. And of course, something meaningful that would also give me personal growth. I wanted lots of perks. I wanted to have an international business. That's so exciting. And I wanted to contribute to worthy causes. And I like the idea that it was very low risk, very low startup costs, and it really is economy proof. I mean, we're proof of that. Our business boomed through this pandemic when everybody was shut down at staying at home. Our business just kept on cooking because we're home-based anyway. The tax benefits are huge. I take advantage of that, and I have loads of fun working with people I really care about. So the new economy, the world as we know it has changed. And over the last 100 years, the rise in the corporation became the standard. And I think about my dad when I talk about this. He worked 40 years for the Great Northern Railroad and retired with a very nice railroad pension. That was the safe and respected place for people to exist in the workplace as an employee. So step one was you go to school, you learn how to be an employee, you find a company that will employ you, you work for that company for 40 years, and then you retire with a good pension. Well, that is the past. In recent decades, the promise of being rewarded by the company for your loyalty and hard work has been exposed as the myth that it is. So a different process evolved. And this is more what I experienced when I was in the corporate workplace. Go to school, you learn to be an employee. You may even have an advanced degree, but you're still going to be an employee. Find that company that will employ you. Then you switch companies for various political and economic reasons every 3 or 4 years over the course of your career. Then suddenly you find you can't retire comfortably, excuse me, after 40 years. So you keep on working. And I'm wondering, is this you? Do you have a better plan? So network marketing is better, and more companies are actually choosing to use network marketing as a way to get their product to market. They provide the corporate support, and we really pay distributors on your performance as you're promoting the products. It's extremely efficient. We use word of mouth advertising, and the money generally spent on advertising and promotion is paid back to us as distributors. So distributors receive all the benefits of a traditional business ownership without the typical risks. And that was attractive. There's no cap on your income. You can earn as much as you want to work for. And really, this is key. The network marketing companies want you to make as much as possible. There are no limits to what you can accomplish. And the company is right there behind you. And all of your support team is right behind you, helping you, encouraging you to earn as much as you would like. So there is a catch, and I know this all sounds great, and it really is, but the catch is that most people actually won't tell you, but you must accept a temporary loss of social esteem from ignorant people. And that means for a while, people still living in and trying to function in the old system might think less of you and they won't understand. And they'll think you're crazy for being involved in a network marketing company, but you know that you have the answer. You need to embrace the idea that you are seeing the future before it becomes apparent to everyone else. You are the smart one. You are the person taking action to live a better life and to change your financial future. So I love this. According to Malcolm Gladwell, the author of Outliers, it takes about 10,000 repetitions to become truly proficient at anything. So consider the length of time you spend in school, and that's equivalent to 40 hours a week for 5 years. And this formula applies to network marketing as well. It takes about 7 years to become world class. But the good news is this profession is very forgiving, and you can earn a lot of money while you're becoming an expert. You can make mistakes and you can still earn. You just lean on your support team. And the trick is not to get complacent. Don't stop learning while you're earning. And the bottom line is, if you're going to get involved in this great profession, decide to do it right, treat it like a profession, treat it like a business. If you do it right, it becomes a career choice. It can take you out of working in a job that could be dead end, that doesn't make you happy, to a place of total freedom. So like any profession, you do need to learn some skills. And this was shown to me loud and clear when I was brand new. And there are 3 primary elements to your network marketing business. First, you have your company's products. Our products are top notch in the world. And if some people are successful in marketing the products and some are not, it's not the product's fault. Everyone has the same products to offer. You also have the compensation plan. And again, if some people are making a lot of money and some are not, it isn't the compensation plan's fault. The comp plan is the same for everyone. The most important element is you. You are the variable. Everyone has the same product and the same comp plan, and you are the difference between success and failure. So let's talk about some skills. Skill number 1 is finding product or your prospects, and you want to create an active candidate list. So step 1, you're going to make your list as comprehensive as possible, include every person you could think of. And then look at your list and add the people that they know, the people that your folks know, the people that your siblings know, the people that your workmates know. You're going to constantly expand your list. Your list should never stop growing. And it's a good idea, if you can, add 2 new people a day to your list. And then you're going to network on purpose. Get out there, have fun, meet people. Excuse me. So skill number 2 is inviting prospects to understand your product or opportunity. And our goal is to build relationships and friendships, build trust with the people we meet, and then we can transfer the belief we have about our products and opportunity to these people. Our initial objective is not to recruit, but to educate our prospects on what we have to offer, and then let our prospects decide if it's something they're interested in. Think about what would be attractive to you, or what would cause you to put up defenses, and use that. Think about that, because we offer common sense solutions to people's problems. Think about how we can solve people's problems. So when the timing is appropriate, you're going to invite your prospect to do one of 2 things based on their needs. You're going to ask them to attend some sort of event. That could be a one-on-one meeting, a 2-on-1 meeting, 3-way phone call, live conference call, small group presentation, online presentation, a large company event, or even a conference. Or the second thing is you're going to invite them to review some sort of tool. And that could be CDs or DVDs. We do have a lot of those, even though I know we don't use them as much as we probably should. Brochures, videos off our phone app, personal websites, recorded online presentations, and conference calls. And this is Eric's formula for financial independence in network marketing. Your ability to get a large group of people to consistently do a few simple things over an extended period of time. Think back when I talked about IXAR. It's the same 5 steps over and over and over. You just keep repeating that with every person. So the 4 basic rules about the emotion of inviting. And rule number 1, you need to emotionally detach yourself from the outcome. Remember, our initial goal is education and understanding, not getting a new customer or distributor. Simply focus on educating and your person, on them understanding what you're talking about, offering suggestions on how people can live a better life and how this could be an answer. Be yourself. Don't be your upline. Don't be someone. Be yourself. Bring some passion. Enthusiasm is so contagious. Smile while you're talking with people, even if you're on the telephone, and have a strong posture. Be bold, be confident, be strong. So I thought this was very interesting, and I think this will be really helpful, especially for new people. This is your 8 steps to a professional invitation. Number 1, you want to be in a hurry. You want to compliment your friend, then make the invitation. Say something like, if I invited you to a special invitation-only webinar, would you attend? So confirmation number 1 is to get the time commitment. The example is, when do you think you could attend the webinar? When do you think you could watch the video? Ask the question and wait for them to respond. And then confirmation number 2 is to confirm that time appointment. The key is, this isn't an appointment you set, it's an appointment they've set. Then go right into scheduling the next call. Just ask, what's the best time and phone number for me to call? Then get off the phone. Remember, you're in a hurry. Don't keep talking, get off the phone. So skill number 3 is presenting your product or opportunity to your prospects. And in network marketing, it really doesn't matter what works. It only matters what duplicates, because everybody needs to be able to do the same actions. So use your tools. Use third-party resources for validation. This is so important. Use live presentations if possible, and never try to be the expert. You do not want to get into that trap. Learn to share your 1-minute story and learn to present the compensation plan. And make passion, excitement, enthusiasm, and belief your priority. And most of all, be prepared. Have everything that you need with you available. So skill number 4, following up with your prospects. The first concept of follow-up is doing what you said you would do. If you say you're going to call at a specific time, then do it. Run your business through a physical and electronic calendar. I use my phone. I also have a day runner where I write everything down. I make notes, but I put everything on my phone. Be the person who does what they say they're going to do. People respect that. And people also respect a person who values their own time. If you say you're going to follow up at a specific time or in a specific way, either do it or reschedule well ahead of your appointment. Never leave anybody hanging. That is such bad business practice. And concept number 2 is, the only reason to have an exposure is to set up the next exposure, because you want to keep educating your person, moving them through the system of education. Change your thinking from getting the prospect on the first exposure to just keeping the process alive by setting up the next follow-up exposure, then the next and the next, until they're ready to make a decision. So again, following up with your prospects. When you follow up, regardless whether they have or have not reviewed the material, you're going to set the next exposure. If they have not reviewed the material, simply say, that's okay. I understand sometimes life gets busy. When do you think you could do it for sure, for sure? Reschedule the appointment, hang up, and call them when you said you would. And once your prospect has reviewed the material, the best question to ask, what did you like best? Ask also on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being 0 interest and 10 being ready to get started right away, where are you right now? And anything over 1 is good. If the answer is very positive, go directly to the closing process. And remember, always set the next appointment. So concept number 3, it takes an average of 4 to 6 exposures for the average person to join. And remember, again, your goal is education and understanding. As you take your prospect from exposure to exposure, you're building a strong relationship with them. You're strengthening your friendship, you're building trust. And remember to keep your urgency, but do have patience, because it takes people time to make decisions and you can't really push them too hard. Let them move as you help them to understand what we're all about. So concept number 4, condense the exposures for better results. People are busy. They are constantly distracted by life. And when you're approaching them to take a look at something new, it's important to keep their interest. And the best way to do that is to stack these exposures as close together as possible. I was taught 24 to 48 hours is really ideal. Anything longer than that, it gets diluted. So you're always going to have questions and objections at every step of the recruiting process. And how you respond is so important. You never get defensive. Remember, again, our goal, education and understanding, is not to win an argument. And objections are simply blind spots. It just helps you know what information your prospect needs. And what Eric says is, I found that objections fall into one of 2 categories. The first is the prospect's limiting belief in their own abilities. They aren't sure they can be successful. And the second, of course, is a limiting belief in network marketing. They aren't sure network marketing will help them achieve their goals in life. So for both categories, one of the best concepts is empathy, how you relate to people. Let them know you're just like they are. You had the same doubts, the same questions, the same fears, and you overcame them, and share a story. Use a tactic called feel, felt, found. It works with that concept of empathy. And when a prospect offers an objection, you respond with, I know how you feel. I felt the same way, but here is what I found. And build that trust. Use your support team for ideas and suggestions on how to best answer objections. So, skill number 5, helping your prospects become customers or distributors. And this skill is a natural byproduct of following up professionally. The key to success in this area is a combination of having good posture and asking good questions. And good posture simply means the way you carry yourself, your confidence level. And first, you must, again, be emotionally detached to the outcome. You cannot control that. Your goal is to help your prospect make a decision that will positively impact their life. It's not about you, it's about them. And expect the person to join. Why wouldn't they? Anybody that sees this should want to join, right? So expect that. Help your prospect understand that they get you along with the wonderful products, that you will do this together, and be prepared. Have everything you need to get the person started right now, and ask questions and listen to the answers so you can offer the solution. So here's some great basic questions to ask. Based on what you just seen, if you were to get started with this company on a part-time basis, approximately how much would you need to earn per month in order to make this worth your time, right? You need to know that. And then the second question is approximately how many hours could you commit each week to develop that income? Question 3, how many months would you work those kinds of hours in order to develop that kind of income? So now you know where they're coming from. And then your last question, if I could show you how to develop an income of whatever they said per month, working however many hours a week they've agreed over the course of however many months, would you be ready to get started? And be ready to show the comp plan and be ready to sketch out a game plan. So be ready to set proper expectations. Help your new distributor get some quick results and continue to guide them through the many phases of our profession. So the game plan interview part 1, you want to validate their decision, congratulate them, and welcome them. And game plan interview part 2 is to set realistic expectations. Tell the truth. Let them know you will guide them every step of the way, but you won't do it for them. Your role is to work with them, not for them. Our job is to help them become confident and independent, and let them know there's going to be ups and downs as they build their business, and that you're available to help them work through all of these times. So game plan interview part 3 is to go through your getting started checklist. Do they have the products? Do they know where the tools are? Connect them to the system. Build basic understanding of the comp plan and teach them how to invite and what we can offer people. So game plan interview part 4, you're going to create a game plan to get through the first ranks quickly and challenge them to do it. Encourage them to take some simple actions the very first week, even the first day, to get the best possible results. And think about how they can get their best customer, their first customer. How can they get their first distributor? Encourage them to attend their first company event. And what steps can they take to earn that first commission check? Help your new person to get off to a quick start. That's very important. So game plan interview part 5, give your new distributor some specific assignments and assign a deadline for completion. And this helps your new distributor get started. Check with your sponsor for ideas. Our team put together a 90-day business builder development plan, and that's broken down into separate sections. It covers every bit of material a new distributor needs to know. And something like that gives them something that they can see, they can work through, they can check off the boxes. It really helps new people to get started. So skill number 7, promoting events. In network marketing, meetings make money. Technology helps us connect with people in efficient ways, but really nothing replaces our face-to-face interactions. So you've got your one-on-one meetings, you've got coffee meetings, you've got two-on-one meetings, small groups, local bigger events, of course, your company sponsored conferences. You want to lead by example. Never miss an event. Make it a priority and find a way to get there, and encourage your distributors to do the same thing and invite guests to come along to find out what the excitement is all about, because it's not going to build their business if they show up and if they don't have anyone with them. Work with people to help them understand how fun and inspiring the event will be and how it will propel their business forward. Being in a group of people, everyone excited, everyone getting great results, everyone building a business, that enthusiasm and excitement is very contagious. So anything worthwhile takes time. And remember, the laws of business still apply to network marketing. Anything of value takes time to develop. And again, Eric says, you might have heard, you can get rich quick, there's no work involved, the product sells itself, or any number of trumped up statements. But you must learn to give up those false and unrealistic expectations and go to work on you. Make the commitment to focus on your skills. Be an active student, always learning, always growing, always trying to get better. And model successful behavior, someone that you respect. Maybe it's your sponsor, your mentor, maybe it's someone that you know of in the company. Model their behavior. Study, read, get on the different presentations that are offered, and really get into the business of network marketing, and also Reliv. Be careful with distractions, because that can really distract from your business. If you're constantly running here and there, just set your time every day. This is when I'm going to focus completely on my Reliv business. Do that, and then take care of your other issues at a different time. And the most important thing is take action. And your person has to really put together a small list of people. You're going to take them by the hand. You're going to coach them on what to say. They need to take action right away. So you might want to choose a skill you want to develop. So you're going to make a plan. How are you going to develop that skill? Then do your plan. Then you're going to review your results to see how you can be better next time. And then repeat that process over and over and over until you get your skills where you want them. And it is all worth it. Network marketing can be challenging. It's an emotional experience, and the ups and downs can be dramatic. But in the end, for so many reasons, it's all worth it. You're going to build a career. You're going to have the freedom that you're looking for and the lives that you will touch. The people you'll meet. Some of my very best friends in the world are people I met in Reliv. The places that you'll see and the causes you can contribute to. So the person you will become in the process that's pretty important. At its core, this profession is an incubator for personal growth, and you'll learn how to face your fears. You'll learn how to problem solve. You'll learn how to feed your mind with positives and protect your mind from negatives. This is so important. You'll learn how to grow stronger, and you'll learn how to lead. And the greatest benefit is what you'll need to become in order to get what you want. The journey is everything. And that is so true. I remember the very first time I was asked to share at one of the meetings in the Bay Area, and the room was packed. There must have been 50 people in the room. Nick Priest asked me to share my story, and I about had a heart attack. And of course, I said yes, because I made the commitment to myself. I was never going to say no. Anything that my mentor asked me to do, I was going to do, even if I was scared to death. So I got in line, and I kept telling my name to myself over and over. And Rebecca Haddix from Valley Springs, California. I was so nervous. And I got up there, and they handed me the mic, and I don't know what I said. I said something, but I didn't die. I got through it, and everybody clapped when I sat down. And I thought, okay, I can do it. I can do this. Public speaking was not my strong point. I'll put it that way. And over time, you do gain confidence, and it gets easier. So trust me when I say you'll learn how to face your fears. So you just have to do it. So I love this. We'll wrap with Ralph Waldo Emerson. Be humble, be teachable, be successful. And without ambition, one starts nothing. Without work, one finishes nothing. The prize will not be sent to you. You have to earn it. You have to take action. So get with your support team, get with your upline, get with your sponsor, put together a business plan that works for you, review it, and start taking action. Your business is never going to grow if you don't do that. So that's the most important thing, to take action. So again, I am so grateful to be on with you all today. I hope that this was helpful. And I'm going to go ahead and end the slideshow. And everyone, please go out and enjoy your Saturday, and think about who you're going to talk to today about Reliv. Goodbye, everybody.